The more I watch Craig Jones doing jiu-jitsu, the weirder it gets. To the point where now I don't even know why I train myself. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, make sure you stick around to the end of the video to find out. Shout out to Bang Tao, Muay Thai and MMA for providing this footage. Craig Jones defending the guard pass by hooking that leg around the shin, and he's going to shoot for the boogie choke. But our guy, let's call him Dave for simplicity, he's doing a good job with the seatbelt grip, looking for the back. Bit of a weird look from Craig there. I think he might have slipped something into this guy's water before training. I mean, look at them eyes, they are popping. I think Craig might need a little bit of Viagra because he's looking pretty limp in this position. Dave's going to reach around the back of the neck looking to turn Craig, but Craig's going to pull his elbow to the mat. He makes a mistake. Giving Craig knee on belly is just giving him a leg for free, and he's going to backstep straight into the heel hook. Really nice inside heel hook finish. Knee on belly is a great control position, especially in the gi, but in the no gi, you do risk getting that leg attacked from the inversion. Now, on to the next guy. I actually know this guy. His name is Big Dave, and he's rocking the classic shaved head with a beard, so he must be a good wrestler. Nice aggressive forward pressure, passing from the knees, stepping over to the other side. Big Dave has a pretty intense energy. He manages to get that underhook, but Craig sits up into the butterfly guard. Now watch Craig's right arm. He's going to frame under the armpit. When Craig switches his hips, he's going to sit up straight to that octopus guard. Big Dave's going to stay up on his knees, take the whizzer out, and that's going to give Craig the back position. Craig got the cross wrist there, looking to attack the neck. Dave doing a nice job defending and rolling through. He's going to turn to his knees. Doesn't want to play guard, Big Dave. He's not a guard player. He's a wrestler. He loves wrestling from his knees, but he's going to make a mistake and duck that head under the armpit. Craig's going to wrap up the chin nice and tight. He connects his hands and pummels that forearm over the shoulder, locking up the Marcelotine, which is now also called the high risk guillotine. And once you get deep into one of those, it's really difficult to get out. On to the next guy, Bondi Dave with his lifeguard shorts on, slowly creeping round to north-south. Craig controlling both legs here, looking to get the inside position with that left leg, but Dave does a nice job controlling the ankles, and Craig baiting him in a little bit closer. And that's the thing about rolling with Craig Jones. The guy's done so much work from bad positions that you can tell everyone he rolls with just doesn't feel comfortable even when they're in the best positions that they can get. And you can see that right here. Bondi Dave is in a really good position. He's past the guard, but you can see he's really overthinking closing the distance. He doesn't want to get that chest to chest because Craig's going to look for the octopus guard. Dave is aware of that, so he's going to stay far away. He goes to knee on belly with a wrist spin. Now watch, Craig is going to build up to an elbow framing on the hip. He exposes his neck. Dave doing a nice cartwheel pass over the top. He's going to run round to the back, but I'm pretty sure that Craig has got the left underhook here, and he's going to wrap that leg up. Now a good counter to this position would be for Dave to get the Kimura on the forearm, but Craig straightens his arm and uses that against him, pulling him through, looking for the armbar, but Dave quick on the reaction and he manages to hitchhike her out. Back into the reverse De La Riva guard, and Craig plays guard on the opposite side because he knows it makes people uncomfortable. They're not used to it. He's going to invert through onto the legs. Dave pretty relaxed and comfortable in this position, didn't freak out or try and run away, just made sure he cleared his knee line. Now I want you to pay attention to this little section here. Craig giving the turtle top position to Dave, and you can see here clearly that Craig Jones has been studying Eduardo Teles, who created the turtle guard system, and that's how he came up with the octopus guard. And he did this because he saw that Eduardo Teles was able to compete and win against younger guys with the turtle guard, while Eduardo was in his late 30s and early 40s. Now watch this really nice pass from Craig. He's going to go for that underhook knee cut, and then he switches his hips, backstepping past the guard, makes it look easy. Dave reaching that arm over the top of the shoulders, holding the tricep. He's going to look to set up the boogie choke, and Craig going to play a little dirty here and smother the face of Dave, forcing a reaction, and that's going to allow Craig to duck his head out the back. Dave trying to turn to turtle, but Craig's able to keep that chest to back connection because he has that Dagestani handcuff on the bottom side, and he also had the hook in. Dave's going to force his back to the mat, and he's able to catch Craig's left leg into the half guard. He's going to sit up for the octopus guard. Really nice to see these guys using Craig's own techniques against him. They're obviously picking up what he's teaching and trying to practice it on him. Let's see what Craig does to counter. Now I'm pretty sure Dave is looking for that 100% control by reaching under that far armpit. Craig doing a nice job defending, and he's able to pummel that right arm through and flatten Dave out onto his back. Dave's going to sit up and look for the Kimura. Craig using a really nice defense there by extending the middle finger and pointing it out as far as you can. It's going to make it impossible to bend that arm, and he uses that to drive that right knee over the bottom arm of Dave, killing the grip. Now watch how Craig switches to a reverse crossface. He drives his forehead to the mat. That gives him space to pummel through into a chin strap grip, and here Craig's going to try and make Dave a little bit taller. I believe he's below 6 foot, and his Tinder has not been doing so well. So Craig's going to do him that favor of giving him that extra inch. Dave obviously feeling the pressure here. He's going to start squirming and wriggling. Craig just putting the pressure on, and he gets a quick tap. really cranking that neck there. That is not a nice submission to get finished with. And guys, no matter how hard you try, jiu-jitsu is always going to be a tough sport and it takes its toll on your body. So you need to be training a little bit of mobility off the mat. That's why I've created an 8-week full body mobility program just for grapplers. You don't need any fancy equipment and you can do the sessions after your jiu-jitsu or weight training, and it really does make a difference. It's on sale right now. Just follow the link down below and start investing into your mobility today. Back into the gauntlet, and Craig is looking to invert on a leg, but he lets Dave, I'm pretty sure his name's Dave, he lets Dave live another day. Now both guys going to settle into the knee shield guard. Dave looking for a Darce choke, but he's not going to commit. He probably knows that as soon as he commits to the Darce choke, Craig's going to be able to counter him and take his back straight from it. He's looking for that scoop grip now, and he's going to lift that left knee. Craig's going to use that to invert underneath, but Dave sits his hips towards the floor, staying heavy. Now watch how Dave drives his head forward, but Craig's able to control the wrist. He throws that right leg over and pummels the left in front of the shoulder, locking up a nice triangle. Now watch this defense from Dave. He's going to drive his head forward and cup the hips. That's going to give him a little bit of time to lock his hands together. Now he's going to sit back and posture up. He's pushing down on the hips, and that's going to break open the triangle and keep him safe. Nice defense from Dave. Craig gonna immediately invert from the reverse de la Riva, and he has control of both of the ankles. That's going to stop Dave from being able to just run away from that inversion. Now watch how he allows for the single leg X guard. Craig's going to see if there's an Aoki lock, but Dave puts the boot on and comes to the top position. Craig immediately scoops the leg and starts looking to invert through to the K guard, and he's going to use that K guard entry to switch his legs over and lock the reverse close guard. This is a really strong position because, as you can see, Craig's legs and feet are protected behind the back of Dave, but Dave's legs are in front of Craig, so he has the choice to attack either one. That's double trouble, and that can be really difficult to escape. He's looking for that toe hold right now. Dave planting the foot on the floor, staying heavy. He's doing a good job defending, extending that leg, coming to the top position. It's really difficult to escape here. Dave posturing up, trying to put weight through his legs, making it hard for Craig to get a good submission attack. Now watch how Craig rolls through. Dave's able to sit through, and he's going to be able to get both of his legs behind Craig. And if you were wondering what I meant at the beginning of the video when I said I wonder why I do this sport, these are the types of positions that make me question why I train jiu-jitsu. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Two men rolling around on the mat with their legs locked around each other, ass to face. Fortunately, Craig mastered this position when he was traveling in South America. He had a lot of experience and he knows how to pummel through and get the toe hold. Nice work. And that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Click here to see part 1. There were some crazy submissions there as well, so you don't want to miss that out. And part 3 will be coming soon with the last 2 guys rolling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.